going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Winner's Circle. I'm Cody.
I'm Tiffany.
And we are back for another recap. Tornado Angela is still in the house. We are super excited. We were just talking a little bit about this, Tiff, but Lisa goes home. Angela stays in the house. How are you feeling? You excited? Are you like, damn, I wanted Angela to go home? Like, what are you thinking?
I did not want Angela to go home. Angela is just reality TV gold for me. She is a mess. I call her like, what is she? She's like a chaotic storm. I love it. I mean, what else would I watch for?
Right. I'm like, it feels like, you know what? And you know, I'll say this, like, I'm not heavy on watching the feeds. Like, we were talking about this. Like, I was catching up last minute, like work and a lot of life is happening. It's just like stuff's going on. I'm happy to be catching up on it. I wasn't watching the live feeds. And so I was watching the eviction, like, as excited as I possibly could be.
Yeah,
like, I was super excited seeing it happening because I was like getting giddier. I was getting more giddy as votes were going towards Lisa. I was like, yes, keep Angela in this house, please. And then when she stays and she's saying to everybody, I'm going to play honest, I'm going to play real. I'm like, Angela, no. Don't be honest. Keep crazy Angela in the house. We got crazy eyes out. We need crazy Angela in. That's
I don't
what
think
we
she
need
can help
in
it.
this
I think
game.
her intentions are, I'm going to tone it down. I know how I told my family I was going to come here and play, and I know what they told me to do. But when the fire is up and the water is boiling, baby, Angela's going to boil over. There's no turning the temperature down to low. She's like, I got to let it boil over. We got to get some of this water out of this pot first, then I can calm down.
Yeah, that was so good. She can't help herself. Like, one moment she's good, and it's like she just can't help. You're salt with her HOH, right? Like, she was the HOH. Quinn comes up to the room to provide this alliance to her, which should be exciting, and she like snaps and thinks that Matt did it. She's sitting and she just can't help but like one of the things we'll get to is just when she was listening in on the room and then is sitting there with the glasses on. And it's like, and he's like, you don't gotta stare. He goes, she's like, I'm staring. I was like,
she is everything she does, listening at the door, tapping her feet, doing little dances, crying, eating the it just
avocado.
Yes, everything. I'm like, Angela.
Yo, I gotta say, I don't know if you remember like as vivid because it was like my brother, it was his season. So like there's a lot of stuff that I remember vividly.
Okay.
But Paulie had a punishment on season 18 and it was when everything was going wrong for him. He was like on his way out of the house and he got a punishment and he had to like bake pies and he's like churning out pies like crazy. And he had to wave a flag in the kitchen when he was making his pies. And there was a scene where he's like sitting there on the table. He's like, and that's all I could think of was Angela and Paulie. Like, could somebody out there that's watching this do the side by side of Paulie with the flag with his frown and Angela sitting there with the avocado as T-Core walks by and she's just like, it was like the biggest frown. I was like, it just gave me flashbacks. And it's so sad because I do want to say this. Angela kind of touched on it. The house makes you feel lonely. When you are ostracized in the house, you feel horrible. Like one of my least favorite things about Big Brother is when somebody in a house that drives you crazy feels like they're being ostracized. So I feel bad, but it's like I laughed at Paulie when he did it. So if I laugh at my brother, I'm have to laugh at Angela. And even though I apologize, Angela's family, it's not at a place like I'm so sorry. I don't want to laugh at her tears,
personal.
But
yeah,
it's not personal. And we love Angela and we want her to stay in the house because quite frankly, she's the only entertainment we got. Like she's all we got.
She is like entertainment in the house. And for me, Tucker is my entertainment in the DR. He's just, I don't know. Tucker is a mess. He is a whole mess. But Angela wreaks havoc. And I love it. Like you just never know. You don't ever know what you're going to get.
No.
I loved her mimicking Lisa's walk. I honestly
cackled.
When she did that, I was like, you know what? It's my type of girl. That's me.
Wait a minute. called her a twit. What is a twit?
Baby is way, way, way better than a bit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I felt like.
But then again, it's like, yo, I can't even. And again, it's like I'm gonna feel bad. I mean, it's gonna hurt people's feelings, but whatever. Like Lisa goes and like beelines into the storage room and goes between the wall and the fridge and like breaks down, and I'm like, can call her back out, like snap back at her.
Call her back out. Call her back. Call her a twat. Call her back out. Call me a twit. Call me a twit. You're a twat. Got it. We're even. You know. And here's the thing. I hope people don't go into this game saying not assuming or not thinking that there's going to be somebody who may come at you. Everybody is not going to be you. You're not going to see a bunch of yous in this house. There's one you, and then there's everybody else being themselves. And and I know that we go through a rigorous casting process where they ask you, how are you going to handle the pressures? It's not the house. The windows ain't touching you. The doors ain't talking crap. The couch ain't voting. When we say the house, we mean the people. So how are you going to handle the pressures of the house, meaning the things that people will do to antagonize you, to get you to want to leave? And somebody might call you a twit. I guarantee you during the casting process, if they said, now, what are you going to do if someone calls you a twit? She was probably like, I don't care about that. She walked in the house, somebody called her a twit. She broke down. It might be time for you to go home.
Tiff, I'm so with you. It's like, you know what I want them to do? I need them. I need casting, like casting Big Brother CBS casting. Please start going through the psych and start getting more confrontational people. Like get confrontational people back into the show so that when something like that happens, we just get blow-ups. Like we just get blow-ups happening. Like I want more blow-ups. I want more people that are willing to be confrontational. Not in a physical manner, but like a verbal manner.
And there's a difference between like confrontation and bully. Bully is such a term that has been used so loosely.
Yeah.
And I mean, people are like, it's disrespectful. Listen, you think you gonna walk in somewhere and get $750K in 90 days and possibly not be disrespected?
It's $750K, right?
Disrespect me, but put my name on the check. You can disrespect me all you want to, because I'm going to toe to toe with you. I won't be the only one to be disrespected. You going to be disrespected too.
Yeah,
but I want the money.
No, it's so funny because stuff like that happens, and it's like I just think back to season 16, and you know, season 22 there wasn't anything other than the blow up between Christmas Day and Davon and Christmas had this like.
Did Janelle and Nicole get into it, or was that like more private?
It was, but again, it was like kind of like Janelle was looking for something. And Nicole just was like, I'm not doing it. And so
I need polyester hair, bitch. I need that. Sorry, Cody. Cody's gonna kick. Like, I just want y'all to know Cody's gonna kick me off of here.
No. I mean, I just wanted like when we were kind of feeding into it with Janelle, and we wanted like this like old school Janelle blow up, and Janelle was bringing it, but like Janelle was doing it to the wrong person. Like, I felt like if maybe Janelle did it to like a Danny, it could have happened. But they were close at that point, but it just was like, it's not the same. I want those kind of fights. You know what I mean?
People kill me acting like we don't want to see that. We want to take the high road. This is Big Brother. It's reality TV. Don't tell me that y'all don't watch all of them Housewives and all the other reality TV shows where it goes down and everybody wants to talk about they read them for filth. Come get read for filth over here.
Yeah, man. Big Brother used to. So that's what I'm saying. Big Brother used to be about that. Now it's not. Like you even saw Chemo was like, there's a way to do it, Angela. There's a way to do it. And I was like, don't you dare.
There is a way to do it. Where's my knife?
Yeah. Well, sweet Jesus.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it.
The guy was kicked off of Big Brother for that.
Uh-oh. You want me to stab you in the front or the back?
Yeah. It just is like, I was like, Chemo, stop. And then like another thing that was mentioned, Tucker said it to Angela. She's like, I'm going to blow everything up. And he's like, you got to be able to walk out of this house like a gentleman or a gentlewoman. I was like, no, bro, like absolutely not. Don't walk out of the house like a gentleman or gentlewoman. Like blow somebody's game up. Like do what you got to do.
All of this, my moral standards are higher than your moral standards. And we have to exceed this high road, this moral code. That's you. When we leave, I'm going to be whoever I want to be. Yeah. But while I'm in this house, I'm doing whatever I got to do to come for this money.
Yeah. It's such virtue signaling. It's just like,
we all got, and be then like be a gentleman or a gentlewoman. No, be yourself. That's what got you here. That's what's going to keep you here. Be yourself.
And then everybody's like tiptoeing, like, I'm over it. I don't want to see it anymore. And Angela's the only one that we have. But okay, enough about Angela and how much we want old school. Show. Okay, anyway, so right. So now we're gonna recap. Because I want to give some kudos to who I thought ran a great HOH in Chelsea. I thought Chelsea ran a great HOH. The Pentagon Alliance was formed. I think it's a good alliance. But other than Quinn, I think he's like he's a squeaky wheel. Like Quinn is going to be the one that ruins that alliance. But then again, it's like I think Quinn is playing a really good game. So it's like,
Cody, did you forget? Did you forget he coined himself a rat?
Yeah.
So as a rat, he's doing what rats do. He taking a little piece of cheese here and he carrying it over there and dropping it off over there and grabbing a little piece of meat from here and carrying it over there and dropping it off. He's a rat running around in many holes. He's doing what he said he was gonna do.
That's one of the notes that I had was that Quinn is like so well insulated in the house. But I'm thinking that the only thing that could hurt him right now is that he let Angela know about the power, has lied to everybody about the power. And now what I did read on Twitter is that like people are starting to talk about it and saying, no, we do know that he has the power. So that could affect people or it couldn't, it could go either way depending on how the relationships are. But the only reason why I say it that way is I know he's saying he's being the rat, but it's like, I really like Chelsea and I want her to see it from him because I don't want her to end up being the one that like ends up her game getting blown up by it. Because I think she's a really good player.
Him. Yeah.
And it's in the alliance. Like I think she likes that alliance. Yeah. Because she likes Brooklyn, she likes Cam, she likes Cedric.
And she said when she finds something she likes, like or when she has a plan, she likes to stick to it. What do you think about her winning this HOH? What do you think that I know you said she ran she had a good HOH run. I do think that too. How do you feel about her position from week 1 to week 2 winning HOH? Like, was that something she needed to do, or?
I think it wasn't something that was bad to do because there was the house targets that were in the house. Like I always say, like when there's a house target or there are house targets, it's not bad to win the HOH because then you're doing the bidding of the house, but you're also like reinforcing trust and building trust with people. Mm-hmm. Like I think she did a good job with Tucker, like knowing that now they have kind of something. He literally put himself up as a sacrificial lamb to be like, hey, just do this for me. But because Angela was such an easy house target to put on the block, Angela understood it. I think that Angela would be like, oh my God, and everybody saved me. Like, I don't even hold it against you. She'll go after Quinn. So I really didn't feel it was a bad time for her to win because Lisa, Kenny's going to be on the block every week. So other people are going to put Kenny up. So it's going to almost dilute the blood on her hands. So I don't feel it was bad. Like, what do you think? Do you think maybe it was too early to do it?
I because of how she ran it, I can't, I don't have a lot of criticism about it. My only critique is, she was in a good position, but maybe she didn't feel that way. Maybe she felt at the bottom, having been a mascot first week and not been able to have, any play. But I think she put herself in she did a really good job week 1 of positioning herself where I don't think she was anybody's radar. So like trying to play kind of a low-key game, which it seems like everybody in here is trying to play a low-key game because I keep forgetting about a couple of people. But it's like, do I want to do the work for the house, or do I want to sit back and let the house shoot up themselves and then I come out when the smoke clears, you know? But I also understand that she did run a good HOH. So she was able to solidify some relationships, strengthen some alliances, find out some information she didn't have. She repositioned herself. So it ended up working out, it looks like, in her favor, because there's no bad blood. You know, Angela expected it. Kenny probably expected it. Lisa is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think Kenny will still also, I mean, here's the other thing is that if Kenny wins the HOH, like, and she does go on the block, she's probably going to go up next to Angela. And I don't see Angela winning a single competition, which, you know, I said that in week 1, but she won the HOH. But I still don't, I think that it was that slider thing, like shit like that happens all the time.
Yes, it's a luck comp. Yeah.
So I think if she's on the block, she's going to be next to her most likely if Kenny wins, and she's going home over Chelsea. Like, Chelsea's not going home.
See, that's another reason why I'm like, winning that second HOH and like giving people a reason, or just like kind of showing your cards. But hopefully it works out in her favor. You talked about Quinn, like the only thing you think could mess up his game is like revealing his power, or the people talking about his power. But what if he won this coming HOH? What would he do?
Yeah, well, he said it going into it that he was solidifying himself in a way where he didn't want to win the HOH. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he threw that second one. Because I don't think
the one they've got coming up. Like,
so now he may feel like he needs to win.
Yeah. Oh, he'd have to show a lot of cards because he's got a lot of relationships that he's promised.
Yeah. If I was him, I would stay in a competition longer than Angela and then dip out of it. Like, as long as she's not in. I mean, but then again, it's like so many of these comps. Like, I mean, we saw last week in the HOH, half the group got eliminated after the first question.
Yes, it was so crazy. I said, "Oof."
Yeah.
That was hard.
So okay, we had that. We had Chelsea's HOH. We had more drama with Angela, which we're here for it. We're here for it. We had a little bit of a breakdown because Angela notices T-Core, Cedric, Cam, and Chelsea in the corner by the hammock talking. She walks over to Quinn and goes, "That's the group." Quinn obviously is there to stir the pot.
Nefarious.
He literally is just there to stir the pot because, hey, also, it's like, you know that this person holds a secret of yours, right? One, she says that to him. I was like, why would you go say that to anybody to piss her off? Like, knowing that she is the only person that knows you have the power.
Yeah. So
he goes to T-Core because obviously T-Core is he feels probably the most comfortable with T-Core and Chemo. Like, that's what it seems like. Like, those are his people. So he wants to obviously make T-Core aware so that, I don't know, Angela doesn't target her, which I understand that, but it's also like
his delivery was not in the intent of go check in with Angela. It was like it intensified to, I'm a little scared for you and you should probably be scared too, because there's like talk about you in a group.
Right.
Yeah.
And but honestly, like, I don't really fault him for doing that, strictly because if she is close to you, you would want, like, your closest person, you'd want them to know it's like, hey, because I would say stay away from the group. Like, don't let her think you're in that group. Stay away from the group.
I don't fault him for telling T-Core what it looked like. To me, was even what he said in his DR is he kind of put a little spin on it, or made it a little more intensified to paint a bigger target on Angela. But I think he kind of insinuated, as she pointed out that group, and in a race kind of way.
You think he did it like that?
Why did it come back to her like that? Because when you play telephone, it never comes back. So she didn't put any context on it. She just said that group of people. But by the time it came back to her, it was like, hey, you're implying that this group of people,
watch out,
which happens to be a group of people of color, Like that can come off wrong, and then that's when she got all upset and then started crying, and then she's like,
but that's the game of telephone, right? Like that's just kind of how telephone works.
It's the game of telephone. It is.
That's how telephone works. But
if I'm Angela, I don't trust Quinn at all, because he definitely did not try to have her back on that. And if he didn't understand what she meant, he could have asked her.
Yeah. Their relationship is shot. I thought when Chelsea kind of confronted her on it, like Chelsea was like, why are you talking? Like you're painting a target on your back, even mentioning, my name and other people. Like, why would you do that? And she's like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to paint it on your back. It's like, you got caught in something that you said. Like I think she was saying that, like, that could be a group that's working together.
Yes.
But
the same that we would do with any group that we see.
Any group.
I see the group of guys over there working out. I don't think y'all working out. I think y'all working together. What's that group of guys over there doing? Why they over there like that? Why is everybody at the table eating? I don't trust it.
You three have been sitting on the hammock all the time. And honestly, that's what this game of Big Brother is. Like, the game of Big Brother is you're sitting in a group. I don't care
who it is,
the color of your skin is. If you're, you know what I'm thinking?
Why are y'all talking to each other?
Yeah. I'll be looking, I'll be like, if there's 3 other dudes, I'll be like, why am I not? Like, what the fuck? Are they excluding me? Is there a group happening and I'm not in that group?
Yeah, why y'all in the bathroom together? Why y'all doing that?
Right. Unless it's every single person in my alliance, then I'm like, all right, like maybe they're just talking about alliance stuff.
Nope.
I hope
if
one of them
see
fill
every
me in.
single person in my alliance over there and I'm not there, they scheming against me.
Yeah. So it's just like, I will say, honestly, though, like Chelsea kind of did a good job. I think also like Quinn kind of spun it, but I do think T-Core had like a hand in kind of bringing it there as well. Like T-Core kind of was like, because of past seasons, how it could be perceived. And that's when Angela like spiraled. Like that really is like the words that she needed to hear. What T-Core was trying
to do was just to say to Angela, you have to be careful when you group people together and how you relay your information, because you're saying you told him this, but he's saying he took it this way, and then it came back to me, and now I've got to put my own interpretation on it. You're pointing me out with a group of people of color. Just be careful when you do things like that, because it can be interpreted or misinterpreted, just as you're trying to say. It didn't have anything to do with us being people of color. You were just saying that group. I don't believe she was saying that's the group I want to work with. I do believe she was saying we need to watch out for them. There's no way she was saying that. No.
And they do. And honestly, they were all sitting around the hammock talking about like, I would like to see another black winner too. And so they're all talking about like what you're seeing. So it's like, it's happening.
And they all do. I mean? And they all kind of work together. So she's not wrong about thinking that this group of people might be trying to work together, but it's the implication that because they have something in common besides this game,
Right. It's like, but I will say it was so nice and refreshing where the cast just didn't make it a thing.
Yeah.
It was so nice that like T-Core was so graceful. Like she was really great with Angela, because that probably made Angela be like, I can breathe. Like, I can breathe now.
Well, she had already tried to breathe on Cedric. She said, don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Don't you think that? Poor Cedric. And poor Cedric, he like, no, I didn't. Come here.
Shut up. Stop.
Is she still crying?
Wait a minute. But dude, I lost it when that conversation, she beelines it out. And she's like, I'm leaving. And like T-Core's like, I'm leaving. And she beelined out. And Cedric, they weren't loud in the back bathroom. So it's not like anybody heard an argument.
She just came and trauma dumped on him.
His face.
They're fixing his sandwich.
Yeah.
He just about to cut it in half. He said he got this lady running up to him. And Cedric, don't you think that? I didn't think nothing. What?
She literally beelines it to him and is like, I am not a racist. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, can you imagine what was going through Cedric's head?
I know you're not. I didn't say that. I don't think that about you. What?
What did you guys talk about back there?
For real.
Yo, but again, you know what this all kind of boils down to? Why we need Angela in the house. Because, like, I cackled at that. I cackled when she came out and Cedric had to respond to it. I cackled at her mocking Lisa.
No, the mocking Lisa is that's the one for me. I loved it. It was like she couldn't help herself. It was almost like she just said, "I can't stand Lisa. Oh, she gets on my nerves in her little walk." And then Lisa came around the corner and she was like,
You just can't make this shit up. It's so good. Oh my God. Okay, so what else we got? Did we give Chelsea enough kudos? I feel like every time we're trying to talk about the game and what's happening, we kind of get sidetracked.
Sorry.
But she did a good job. I thought she did a really good job as the HOH. I think Quinn is solidified. You know what? I want to say this is probably like one of the last things. And then, if you have anything else, we'll kind of go with that. My favorite so far has been 2 weeks in a row, the epic fail of them trying to get the people that come in from from AI Arena to scheme and try to get people. And Julie's just like, well, if you don't want to scheme and plead your help, you could take people in other rooms. They're like,
well, I've given you 60 seconds to pull everyone to the side. And apparently you don't want to have private conversations to save your game. So you guys can go stand at the front of the living room and deliver your speeches. She was like, pissed. She turned into a 5th grade teacher.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. That was Tiff, that is the perfect way to describe it. It's so funny that like they come and she's like, take your fellow house guests out of the room if you want.
What production is looking for, it seems like, is they are looking for that excitement of a double eviction where now you've got to rush and make a decision. But after somebody has been on the block for 7 days, the house has kind of made their mind up. They know where they're going with these. They know where they're going. So there's no scrambling. And only person who didn't know they were safe was Angela.
That was epic. That was absolutely epic.
Well, so here's what we missed in between is that Kenny won Veto and pulled himself off of the block, which I don't understand why no one around Kenny just even thought to peek on down there and see what Kenny might be doing or anybody might be doing. All of y'all were struggling. Cheat. If you don't know how to figure it out on your own, cheat off of somebody who is doing better than you. And you don't have to see their paper. You can see their efforts. Oh, Kenny looked like he built something. Let me do what Kenny did. Kenny wins the veto, and then Tucker says, you know what? I'm in such a great position in the house. It's only week 2. I don't want to show my cards, but I'm going to volunteer to go up on the block because that means that I have the trust of everybody in this house. Tucker, don't be telling everybody your business. And when you volunteer to go on the block week 2, you are saying that I feel secure in this house, and you should never feel secure.
Poor. Tiff, what a great point. It's just a poor play. I was like, Tucker, what are you doing? I will say you did mention Tucker's DRs, though. They are funny. In like a weird, quirky way. I haven't even seen this. Actually, that's not true. I've seen a lot of this from Tucker. Like I saw this personality of his. It's just funny because I haven't seen him in like years. But yeah, that's a really good point.
Old uncle vibes who always mad about something. He come home, I don't want this food. This food is cold. This house smell funny. What you got on today? Yeah, all right, I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's all right. I got to go to work in the morning. I hate my damn job. He just got something to say about everything.
He is, he's interesting. But again, he's like another kind of funny DR person, but you could tell he's trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Where I like the drama funny that we get from Angela, where it's just like, she's not trying to be funny. She's just doing shit that's funny.
And I don't think Angela is really trying to game or trying to be funny or trying to be chaotic or trying to be emotional. She just can't help it.
You know what I will say? Shout out to Angela being. So we've seen this before, right? The first HOH is this super fan that comes in and has no idea how to play the game of Big Brother. We've seen it year after year after year. And Angela somehow has broken the curse of being that first super fan HOH that destroys the house and then doesn't go home in week 2.
Oh, I was about to say, okay, because she still ain't figured it out now.
No.
She just knew. You know what? I think that she can't believe she's still there. She sat there at the end when they could have been giving me a HOH, but they gave me the last view of Angela sitting at the table with this look on her face saying, why did they keep me? She don't trust nobody. It's 11 people in that house she for sure doesn't trust, and they all kept her. Now, you know you crazy when 11 people chose to keep you and you still trying to figure out, because she don't trust them. She really don't trust them now because she knows she should have been at home. She's like, why would they keep me?
Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe you guys kept me. I do want to touch on something that you tweeted. You just mentioned it, so it reminded me, and I couldn't agree more. One of the biggest fails, in my opinion, of how Big Brother has changed is not seeing the HOH during the episode, the Thursday night episode. I can't believe they've just removed it.
This the second week. I thought it was a little fluke or something last week. Y'all not about to make me satisfied with no AI arena. I didn't even never know about no AI arena. That is something new. You're not going to give me AI arena and replace the HOH. That don't replace HOH for me. I need to watch something, and that was not enough. I already know them losers. One of them going to go home. I want to see somebody win something. I need to go to sleep tonight with my expectation of what's going to happen on Wednesday. You done gave me nothing.
Yeah. I think what's happening is they're doing the HOH not in the backyard. And it's also, I will say, it's probably nice to have so it probably gives the house guests the backyard more often. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but like the backyard was there for the nominations. So when Chelsea nominated, you could see the backyard. The gate was open, so like you could see that they had the backyard, which I feel like you need the yard in that house or it makes you go more crazy.
No. They're not going to come up in here with all of these privileges. They're going to be messed up in the head just like we was messed up in the head. If I got 2 days outside, you get 2 days outside. You don't come around getting 7 days outside and then want to come outside and talk about how hard the game was. The game ain't hard if you don't have to go from winter and summer in 1 week, because it is winter when that gate is down and it is summer when we get to go outside.
Tiff,
I need somebody to be just as
that
confused.
Is so funny because you were one season after me and we only could go to the backyard 2 days.
Yeah, you might get
nuts.
3. You might get 3. And everybody, listen, I have never been one for washing my clothes with other people. I had to get over that real fast because you got outside for 2 days and you got 16 people in here. Come on, put your little funky drawers in here with my funky drawers so we can have some clean drawers later, because if we're not going to wash one load at a time.
Oh, man. Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, so that kind of wraps it up. It was an entertaining. We had some laughs, honestly, so I'm happy with that. It was a good HOH by Chelsea. Kenny wins a veto. Apparently, Kenny is losing his mind and wants to like self-evict multiple times.
No, Kenny, just wait till somebody on the block that I want to stay. Just hold on. It was always time to self-evict. Just wait a minute. You got time. We're gonna use you.
I don't think that they'll stop the eviction from happening.
Damn.
I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe they will.
Wipe that stupid grin off your face too.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see who wins.
You remember she told Lisa that?
Yeah.
Cody thought I was talking to him.
Going in. I was like, Kenny.
Cody was like, Cody's like, damn, my little stupid grin. Okay, my bad.
I thought you were talking about Kenny. I was like, who said Kenny has a stupid grin?
And wipe that stupid grin off your face too, Lisa.
When she walked inside trying to talk to T-Core, that was another one I lost it at.
You can tell, first of all, I want to go to Lisa's house. I want to go to her house because I know she be cutting a fool on like a good Thanksgiving. Lisa is a mess. She talks, I'm not Lisa. I'm sorry.
Angela. Okay, I was going to say.
Angela. Angela. Yes. Angela. I want to go to Angela's house. I want to kick it with her when she got like a little family function and you know she got her apron on and she trying to get the food out and right, but everybody not doing what she needed to do. I want to go see Angela at her house. I know she is a mess.
Then after the night's over, she has some wine. Can't imagine what that turns into.
She gonna have a wine while she cooking.
She would burn the house down.
What I
And then
miss?
she did the whole her like speech to the house guests to stay.
Yes. Because I love my husband and my children and my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my great-great-grandchildren, and everybody's children. Yes, I love you. And house guests, and I love you too, and I love you. You all are beautiful. You're amazing, and I'm sorry I was so crazy, and I won't be crazy if you keep me, if you let me stay.
You know what she is? She's the Price is Right lady every time. Like the lady that they grab from the crowd and comes flying down like, ah!
Okay.
Like, that's what she is.
Cody, you don't know she was on The Price is Right?
She was on The Price is Right?
Cody, she was on The Price is Right.
She was on Dr. Phil.
And The Price is Right. Oh my gosh.
I think I did know that though. No, because I knew that there was other ones. Maybe that's why I had that in my head.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it from her.
She came down. Yes, come on down. You're the next contestant. The Price is Right. Right.
2000! Yeah! That's what she is. Anyway, all right. Any last thoughts?
Last thoughts. I got a question for you.
All right, love that.
Who do you want to see, or who do you think will pull off this next HOH?
Well, who I want to see and who I think are going to be two different things. I would love to see Angela.
Who doesn't need to? Okay, Angela.
I want Angela winning the HOH so
bad. Who doesn't need to?
Who doesn't need to? Who doesn't need to? Like, who shouldn't win it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's so many people that shouldn't win it. Like, Cedric shouldn't touch it. Nobody from the Pentagon other than Quinn needs to win it. So
and who do you want to win
They all can just chill. Who do I want to
win?
win?
You said Angela. You said Angela.
I just want... you know who I'd also want to see win it? Kenny. Because I don't know what Kenny would do.
Oh, man. We might end up seeing a whole different side. Can you imagine the house having to kiss Kenny's butt?
Yeah.
They would be so mad. Because they're not showing a lot of them. Yeah. They would be so mad. I keep forgetting. Like Kenny, Joseph, Cam. I was watching a clip online the other day, and I was like, who the heck is that? It was Chemo. And I know Chemo, but I just couldn't figure out. Maybe it's just still early in the season.
It is. But Chemo's getting a little bit of FaceTime. I will tell you who's not getting FaceTime. Rubina. She's getting none.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah, she's getting no FaceTime. So, well, who do you want to win HOH? And who do you think doesn't need to? So, right back at you.
Let's see. I think I would definitely love to see an Angela HOH, especially right after being HOH, being on the block and almost going home, but winning HOH. I'd love to see that. I'm also interested in a Quinn HOH because I think that's going to be too much for him. I think it's going to blow some things up for him. Mm-hmm. But I'm interested in a Mackenzie HOH for some reason.
You did because I think Quinn would go Angela, Mackenzie, Leah. I think he would do an easy. He would because that would keep him clean. He wouldn't have to go near the Pentagon. He wouldn't have to go near T-Core or Chemo. He would keep those cards safe, and he would go those three easy. And I don't want to see that. So
yeah. So we had luck, the question box,
that
the booth.
Question HOH was intense.
I had all of those right.
Did you?
I did.
That's really impressive.
But I love animals, so it was easy for me. So I'm thinking, what's going to be next? Maybe something physical.
I don't know. There's not a lot of like physical. Maybe like a 3D puzzle.
Yeah.
But they just did that. Yeah, it could be like a 3D puzzle type, something like that. It's so hard for me to remember back to previous HOHs. Yeah. Like I can't remember HOHs.
Yeah,
because
like
they've changed it up so much.
They killing me with this AI, and I ain't seen Ainsley, whatever.
She shows up in the BBAI arena. That's all. That's all we got from her. She's got no twists. Like, I thought it was about to be like something. It's like the AI arena is the only twist. But then again, that is a pretty big twist, the AI arena. So I don't hate it. I just wish, like you, that the HOH was on Thursday nights.
Yes. Darn it.
Yeah.
Well.
All right. So that's all we got. All right. Listen, guys, make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. We'll be back next week. Might be an earlier episode next week, but yeah, make sure you're checking us out. Follow us on IG. Make sure you're always showing the love. Comment. Let us know. I read through the comments. I love seeing some of the comments. You guys are really funny out there.
I got to jump back in there because I was seeing those comments.
Yeah.
Thanks
Get
for
back in the comments.
Thanks for loving me, guys. They love you by yourself too, Cody, but they also love me too, and I love when they love me.
We absolutely love it. All right, we appreciate you guys joining us here on the Winner Circle.